Hey guys, we are live, and I do not have my chat showing up right now. Let's see if I can will that chat onto the screen. Show me the chat. Show video only. Show chat view. I can't see the chat. This is no good. I see Sebastian, Alfred, Kevin, Tom Bikes, Hardjot.
Guys, we are live.
Who's Jaw? I like to walk. Mr. Hippo, Mr. Mountain Hiker, Marie Palmer, and everyone else. Something is wrong with this software. I can't get it to show me the dang chat. Let me, there I am. Cameras are working. There we go. I think we've got it going here. Okay, I think I've got it going. Marge is here, Brett, Andrew, Embedded SRAM, Vivian Johnson. Yes, this has been a very long time coming. I did not stream in the city of Toronto in the month of April. I think the last stream I did was in March from outside. And this week has been shite. It has been just raining and crappy. And I thought at some point I'm gonna have to pick myself up and go outside into the world. So here we are. So my plan is to start here from a rainy Eglinton Park. I'm going to make my way south. I think we're going to cut through Forest Hill. I think I threw that in the title of the stream, so that might as well be what I'm going to do. And then, hey, we've got our first super chat. 1,000 Japanese yen. Arigato. Thank you. Thank you so much. Beaming in from Japan. And I'm gonna route my way through Forest Hill, and then hopefully we'll end up downtown. And there I need to make a video because I don't have any more videos. I am all out. I've got nothing for tomorrow. Don't ask me what I've been doing. Toronto Tech and Transit, $11. Great to see you back in Toronto, Johnny. The one and only Henry. Henry, thank you so much for holding down the fort and streaming our beautiful city on YouTube while I was away, having my misadventures. Thank you for the super, Henry. Go check his channel out. Super. You couldn't ask for a nicer or more friendly guy. And he's out streaming and making content. So thank you, Henry. We'll have to get together again this spring and do another collab. We got one last view of kind of the Eglinton skyline, or what's the young Eglinton skyline. And what am I thinking? Walking through the mud, climbing up a wet, soggy hill to start the stream. I just got like some beads of water running into my shoe. Good job, genius. So I hope you guys have been keeping well. And I heard a rumor that Mr. Continuum will be streaming pretty much right when this one ends. So there will be, oh, this is all closed off. Frick, I'm gonna have to take the long way around. These damn never-ending transit projects. What a silly place to start the stream from I chose. Oh well. And he says perfect timing. Oh, welcome to the stream. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. We are getting very, very close to 90,000 subscribers. I think we'll probably hit that mark this month, but you never know. So this here is Eglinton. So I'm just going to walk over to Avenue Road, and then we're going to start heading south. And then at some point I'm going to cross over into Forest Hill. Transit projects have been in the news a lot lately in the city. Mike Landry, 220. Mike Landry, thank you, sir. I can't flip the camera around and say thanks as I've got this pesky umbrella in my left hand, but thank you, Mike. As we walk in what will eventually be a protected bike lane on Eglinton. Look at this. Unfortunately, it's incredibly inconsistent. It's almost comical how poorly they've planned out this rebuild of Eglinton, but at least we've got some patches of goodness. Look at that. Raised curb, fully separated. When it comes to getting people on their bikes, there's different categories of riders, but the majority of the population falls in a category that will only ride on major streets like this if they have the safety of a fully protected bike lane. And there'll be less buses and ideally less traffic on Eglinton once the crosstown opens up. Action Kid says it looks a lot more rainy there compared to Vancouver. Yeah, AK recently in Seattle and Vancouver. A couple of cities more known for their rain. But truthfully, it's been like raining nonstop all week. And I've just been using that as an excuse to stay home. Let's get splashed by the bus. There's Oriole Parkway, and there is the Burger Shack. Do yourself a favor and go there if you like burgers. Oh, gotta make sure this fire truck isn't turning. We'll be well out of the way. Jeanette, hi Johnny and friends. Hope everyone is well. $10, Jeanette. Thank you. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you, Jeanette. Hope you're keeping well in Houston. Didn't you say you're preparing for a move? I hope that goes well for you. It's hard to believe that this was supposed to have been open years ago. Hopefully they're putting in a bike lane here. Definitely something much needed. High fiver in the house. My gimbal just decided that it wanted to do that. So it's official. The month of April, ever since I started streaming, was the least I've ever streamed in a month. Hoping to fix that in May. Hey, there's the future Avenue station. How good will it be for that thing to be open? I missed a $7 super chat from Ginny. Let me scroll up and see if I can find it. Every once in a while, one slips through the cracks. Jeanette. I'm scrolling. It's not showing up. I'm sorry, Ginny. My deep, sincere apologies. I will go back when I get home and review the supers in the YouTube studio. Thank you so much. This must be what I'm gonna look like soon. I've lost a lot of weight and thinned down. I just need to, that thing's got like a 10-pack on it. That's not a 6-pack. Look at that. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be looking that ripped. And what is that? Some kind of chastity belt? I'm gonna have to say hell no to wearing one of those, but other than that, I think they got it. Ooh. It's just bare-assed. Yeah, on second thought, I don't think that's supposed to be me. I thought they finally erected a statue in my honor. And that guy's posture is too good to be me. Oh well, south down Avenue Road we go. Novelcost copied Ginny's message. And did I miss that? I'm sorry, guys. I am, if you couldn't have guessed, I'm not exactly 100% myself lately, and I apologize for that. But we're out. We're trying to make it happen. Jodas's greetings from Brazil. Memorial to the unknown streamer. Is there a lot of road work in Toronto? Do bears shit in the woods? That's about all you need to know to that one. So we're going south down Avenue. But we are not far from some fancy schmancy homes we'll be walking by. John O'Meara confirming the traffic or the construction is non-stop. So I will not be doing a live stream on Friday evening. I know I normally do. Sorry, this gimbal not liking the weight right now, the balance. Let me fix it. This is my new good gimbal too. Let me see if I can smarten this thing up. Marge, $10 for stocking up Stumble's IPA supply for Sunday. Thank you, Marge. Thank you so much. Sorry guys, it's not my day with the tech. Floppy gimbal. Thank you, Marge. Yeah, so I'm not going to stream Friday evening or Friday night. I know I normally try to, so we'll get back in the swing maybe the following Friday. All right, this street here is College View Avenue. The Rio Gumby. We are south down Avenue, but north of Upper Canada College, but I'm not going to be getting that far. I'm going to take a little jot over into Forest Hill, and I'll cut through there down to St. Clair, and then we'll pick a route and head south into downtown. Jeanette says I have a date Friday. Yeah, I have a date with some alcohol. Tom Bikes says this weather actually sucks. Bash Brannigan asking how you can tell if someone has long COVID. That's a question for a medical expert. I have no idea. I've got all my shit back. I've got no brain fog, no fatigue, smell, taste are fine, no cold symptoms. I've tested negative for like 6 days now. And on that note, I want to give a massive thanks to a viewer, actually. Someone in my neighborhood. I only had one COVID test, and I used it, and it said I was positive. But someone in my neighborhood came over and left a full box of tests outside my door. They said they had several. So huge thanks for that. And I guess now someone knows where I live. There's always a trade-off, but I can trust this person. There's look north up Avenue. So there's a very fancy all-girls school north on Avenue. And just to the south is the fanciest of the all-boys schools. That's Upper Canada College. Estelle is here. Hope you're doing well in Australia. Long-time mod. All right, so straight ahead is Upper Canada College, but we're gonna cut right just up here. And we're gonna walk through a little park. We're gonna have to cross here. Tom Bike says there's horrible hazing that occurred at Upper Canada College. At all costs, this rain is fine as long as it's not being blown in your face. Yeah, the video I put up today, I tried to get out and dodge the rain and I failed. But we are doing okay today. That Songkran video I posted of all the water fights, I think is at like 127,000 views. So thank you to Jeff Lepard from Travel Fund 69. He lent me the camera, which I used to make my biggest video from the trip. Thanks, Bashir loves Toronto, Canada. Well, I guess we have something in common. So we are north of downtown, but heading in that direction. It takes about an hour from where I started. We're gonna cut through this park. There's the K. Gardner Beltline Trail. Look how nice and green it is. And it continues on the other side. This is the K. Gardner Beltline stretch. There's also the York Beltline Trail, and then the one that runs through the Yellow Creek area over on the other side of Mount Pleasant. All right. So yeah, we're in a bit of an uppity, rich area. How long will this umbrella last? I've had this umbrella for a few years, actually. This is one of the ones I've tried replacing countless times. What is that circle? I thought that was a trampoline, and I was like, no way they're gonna put a trampoline in a public park. I think that thing just kind of rotates. I've got my stream on on my phone right now. Let me just turn that off. And my phone screen is wet, so it's not being super responsive. Oops. Hey, I just got charged 25 bucks from Sony Interactive for my PS5, which I have not been playing. Maybe I should get into that. Okay, I got my phone sorted. Let's head. Well, this is embarrassing. My my microphone has a magnet on it, and now it is latched on to my umbrella. So as I try to move the umbrella away, the microphone is trying to unlatch. What a stupidly embarrassing problem. Now my microphone's all like screwed up. Oh well. So this should be Forest Hill Road straight ahead, if I'm not mistaken. Diablo coming soon. I think I'm just gonna buy MLB The Show, and that'll be my PS5 game. So we are at Forest Hill Road Park. And the stream has cracked 300 viewers. Thanks, guys. If it looks a bit hazy, that's because it is. I just tried wiping off the camera mic. But you know what? I think Dunvegan is a better road than this one. Still some absolutely stunning homes here. Vivian Johnson enjoying the walk very much, but she's not wet. After that water festival in Thailand, this is absolutely nothing. All right, so let's go this way a block. Cost is the Waterfest as well. That was hands down the craziest live stream I've ever done. I don't think anything will come close to that. Vitor says, why not coming to Japan? Stay tuned is all I can say to that. Stay tuned, and I'm pretty sure you'll get your answer. Absolutely beautiful properties around here. There's a car kind of following me. Oh well. P.S. Being best at your workplace doesn't always guarantee you job security. Nope. Not if your manager don't like you. Not if you're making more than other people. Not if you speak up for yourself sometimes. Is Japan more expensive than Korea? Yep. But I think that will be in the cards this year, actually. I'm looking at some South American spots coming up. Possibly Europe. But for fall, I want to do Japan. And then winter, I kind of want to do like a Singapore, Bali kind of trip. We're going to give Thailand a break. That home looks like a garage. The driver thinks I'm the wet bandit. I've been by someone. I was stopped in Hogs Hollow by someone, just people asking, what are you doing? Why are you filming these homes? But nobody in Forest Hill has ever stopped me. And nobody in Rosedale has ever stopped me. I think I drew some looks in the bridle path, but no one has stopped me there either. Look at this. What a property. Maybe, oh, I was gonna say for the sake of the street, I'll throw the wide angle lens on. You guys see a little more. Shane says my travel plans sound awesome. Yeah, as long as they don't knock me out with COVID and jet lag for 2 weeks after. Have I encountered any Karens? We did in Amsterdam, but in Toronto, no, not in a very long time. I think Ken is the dingus magnet. He seems to have the bad luck, but he also seems to be on the east side of downtown a lot more. I seldom stream that way. Gordon says maybe Drake lives here. He grew up in this neighborhood. But his Toronto home is in the bridle path. I wouldn't be surprised if he had like a condo downtown or something. If you can afford that area and the size of houses, I don't know, not me. This is Frybrook Road. In certain areas they have problems with break and enters. They might think I'm scouting the area. Who would be so visible scouting an area, walking around with a camera on a gimbal? Especially if I was going to be connected to a crime. Even if I wasn't live streaming. There would be way more covert ways to do that if you're a case in a place than this. The wet bandit. How common is auto theft in Toronto? I think it's quite common, actually. I think what some people do is they have like a reader and they can go up around your door and they can copy your key fob, and then they can use that to unlock your car. One way around that is to wrap your key fob in like tin foil, or just keep it nowhere near the front of your home. So we are approaching St. Clair Avenue in a few blocks. What is the house price for these houses? I think minimum, the smallest of them would be like 3-4 million. But well north of that. I've done videos where I've walked around Forest Hill particularly, and I've swung by a number of homes that were for sale, and I talked about their size and just basically read the listing. And we've also done a thing. Let's do it here. There's a house for sale coming up. So I'll let you guys know the number, and one of you Googlers can tell us how much it's going to cost. This house on the left here, in the center of the shot, that has an in-ground pool, is for sale by Sotheby's. And its address, what's its address? 93 Dunvegan. Who wants to look up 93 Dunvegan and tell us how much that thing costs? It's quite a huge home. I've got a message coming in. I'm just going to check my phone here. How much is 93 Dunvegan? I'm going to guess 8 million. That's my guess. Johnny the Realtor. Should be a few blocks from St. Clair. Bob says 11.5. Yeah, that house was 11.5 million. So in USD, I think that's about 8 million. Keep in mind, in Toronto, you get an absolute bargain on your property taxes. That's one of the biggest reasons the city has such a deficit and can't afford transit and that sort of thing, aside from the province choking them to death. But these people will fight tooth and nail for their nice low property taxes, relatively speaking. So it's good to know people like me are subsidizing areas like this. Seems all well and fair. This is Heath Street coming up. Heath Street to the west of here turns into Tychester, right around when you get to St. Clair West subway station. So yes, this street here has subway access well off to the west. You Go Places Tour says, what a beautiful neighborhood, indeed. I wanted to head downtown and I thought, let's go down Mount Pleasant. And I was like, I went down Mount Pleasant in my video yesterday on the e-scooter. And I didn't want to do Yonge Street. Kind of done that one to death. And I'm sure I'll do it soon. So here we go. Are you walking by Casa Loma? I don't know about that on this one. But what I am doing is getting my ass downtown, and then I'm going to record a regular walking video. Richard Pine, Looking at the Rain, one of my favorite Gordon Lightfoot songs. Rest in peace, Canadian music icon Gordon Lightfoot. Thank you, Richard. Thanks for the $5. And I think it was Gordon Lightfoot who reopened Massey Hall after it was closed. Conveniently timed with the pandemic. I think he was the act that brought it back to life. Thank you, Richard. And we've made it. To St. Clair. And again, if you're just tuning in, thanks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The last time I streamed outdoors was actually in Pattaya. All the way in Thailand. So if you're joining me from those adventures, welcome. This is the home base, so to speak. The vast majority of streams are from this great city, but I'm certainly itching to get back out and record a bit more around Ontario and Canada as well. I'm just gonna drop my umbrella for a sec. There's a 512 Spadina streetcar. Gordon Lightfoot used to live on Mount Pleasant as well. There's a good stat. There I am. Keeping it relatively dry. My microphone's kind of hanging on for dear life. Vidal says careful, I'd be watched. By whom? Long says Banff looks like a beautiful place to visit. I was just watching a video on Wendover Productions about how ski towns have basically been destroyed. Remember in the 80s, movies like Ski School? That whole thing has completely disappeared. Corporations have taken over all the ski towns in places like Colorado and British Columbia. And they've made it so even the local businesses can't really survive. And the locals don't really work there because everyone they employ are like transients who just come for the winter season. Uh-oh, let's not get sprayed here. Look at that. Maybe we'll wait for a little break. There we go. Happy-go-lucky one asking if I have an umbrella. I do. I am under my umbrella. I think there's a song that might trigger. Yeah, I'm not going to make this traffic cycle. Oh well. We'll wait it out. Banff is a beautiful but super touristy place, still worth a visit, says John O'Meara. I'll look north up Avenue. I think we're just going to go south down Avenue, but I'll stick to this side of the street. The last time I streamed this way, I was on the other side. We should have the light in a second here. It's still raining, but barely. I'm dying to take this umbrella down. Get my left hand back. Oh well. their Johnny Strides umbrella. I don't think that kind of merch exists. Although by the end of spring, I need to get back to Patrick. I'm going to be looking at some new merch. Finally refresh and update that.
What's the difference?
Estelle, 372 watching, 153 likes. Thank you, Estelle, for the update. There's Brown, the junior school, and City Community Center. As we begin our descent towards downtown. Oh shit. My umbrella got snagged again on my microphone. One sec, guys. Sorry about that. About a boot. Sorry, boot that. So this is Balmoral Avenue, and that's where that stunning apartment building is. Just over there. I think it's raining light enough I can put the umbrella away and regain use of my left hand. Let me find a place to make a pit stop and do that. Maybe the next block. Samuel, holy tamale, $49.99. Love the walks, Samuel. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Samuel. Wow. And it looks like that's just not any currency. That is pounds you sent over. Crikey, that's a lot of fish and chips. All right, I'm gonna put the umbrella away here. Thanks again, Samuel. Wow. Enjoy that view of Avenue Road. I am planning on being out here a while. I got to do a video after this, so I have a bubbly in my backpack. Just one sec. Let's see. What time does Ken have his scheduled for? I think he said 6. Exploring downtown on a rainy Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock. Lisa is waiting for a bus. There's De La Salle, another expensive place, but you can see the skyline kind of shrouded in fog way off in the distance. Gonna get the signal to cross here in a second. There's a mega bus rolling up Avenue. This is Poplar Plains Crescent. The Rathmelly neighborhood is just over on the right. So if anyone has any ideas for a walk I could record for tomorrow morning while I'm downtown, let me know. Just a route. That'll take 30-40 minutes or so. It's not going to be like a well-researched, informative video, but I've got no bullets in the gun. Walking along Queen, show all the construction chaos. My last two videos in Toronto were Queen. I think we're gonna skip that. Spadina to Chinatown, says Mr. Hippo. You know what? Mr. Hippo. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I will just make my way over to Spadina and Bloor on this stream. And that'll be the starting point for my video. There we go. Also, what's popped up in the old Mervish Village? Yeah, there's definitely some videos to be made there. But it's not quite fully open. That's at Bathurst and Bloor. Augusta to Dundas, says Jelly Man. Augusta is not a straight shot, right? It kind of... Well, south of Dundas it's not, but if you're saying Augusta to Dundas, that would include Kensington. I like going to Kensington like on weekends and stuff, when it's got a really busy vibe going on. Been a while since I went to Chinatown. I was there for Lunar New Year, actually. But yeah, I think I'm going to follow your advice. I think that'll be what we're going to do after this. And if the rain doesn't get any stronger, I'm not going to need an umbrella to record it. All right. Now I could turn right here at DuPont's. I think the more popular route would be to go to Bloor. There's Sergeant Brian Russell Parkett. Riverdale's always nice with the side trip through the distillery. It is a Liz P. I'm thinking something I can just connect from this walk without transit involved. We're just going to keep the legs moving. This might be one of those 20,000 steps all at once kind of walks. Sorry, Ken, I'm not going to be finishing right at 6 if you're watching. But you know where I am. And you know when I'll be getting to Spadina and Bloor. You would know better than anyone, actually. This is Chicora Avenue. And this part of the neighborhood here, I never would have considered this to be, but it's actually part of the annex. That's true. Yeah, because annex runs up to DuPont. That makes sense. And that's DuPont behind me. This is Davenport coming up. Hello, Laura, sorry. Laura Yannette Ramirez, greetings from Mexico. From wherever it is you are in Mexico, Guadalajara, or Mexico City, anywhere else, greetings. Lisa says Annex North. You can't be a Harvard Village person and spread misinformation like that. Vivian telling Laura she's flirting with emoji death. Just let Nightbot do its thing. I don't even think I have control over Nightbot anymore. It's become sentient. We've made it to Davenport. The dab. Oh. Is my chat frozen? Oh, there we go. Samuel. Are you kidding me, Samuel? 99.99. Johnny Strides is the GOAT walking YouTuber. Much love from England, my man. Pardon my French, but holy fuckballs. Samuel, I don't know if I'm the GOAT, but I'm the GOAT walking on Avenue Road right now, recording. I don't see anyone else doing it. But, Jesus. Thank you, Samuel. That's the second time. Sorry. No, I'm just getting my bearings. Yeah, I know. Yorkville, the annex. I stepped over to just thank Samuel, and this lady came out and she looked at me like I had no clue what I was doing or why I was standing there. and for some reason I told her I was getting my bearings. Way to make yourself look even more stupid, Johnny. Velcott says, what was that all about? I don't know. Hey. So last night, I watched the Maple Leafs. I went to a bar with a friend, and I watched the Maple Leafs. And they were like, they're gonna roll over the Panthers. Tampa's a way better team. And the Leafs were like, guns blazing right off the start, and I just kind of said, the Panthers may not be as good as the Lightning, but they just kind of stayed back on their heels and waited for the chance to counter, and sure enough, they popped in the first goal. Will there be a round 2 curse? I don't know, but I thought they were outclassed last night, unfortunately. I don't know if they recognized me or if they just saw a guy with a camera. Yeah, hopefully the Leafs get the next one, but I'm not optimistic. Sorry, hockey fans. Jenny says she was just being friendly. She heard me talking to myself. That's a distinct possibility. Young SC is loving, $11. Johnny, enjoy your day, bro. Thank you. Young SC is loving. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm emerging from my cocoon a little bit. I'll probably go right back and sleep in it tonight, but at least we're out. Thank you, Young SC is loving. So if you're just tuning in, we're going south on Avenue, heading towards Bloor, and then I'm going to go west to Spadina, and then I'm going to record a walk going south from there. Into Chinatown, and then I'll probably just walk over to either Osgood or St. Andrew Station. We'll see. All right, Jeanette, have a good night. Have a good night, Jeanette. Toronto Tech and Transit had the Bruins in 7 against the Panthers, and they had it almost. There's Yorkville Village. Small little shopping center. Used to be known as the Hazelton Lanes.
Okay.
We are at Yorkville Avenue. Look into Yorkville. We're about to walk by the Park Hyatt. There's the fantastic Morton Steakhouse. And there's a car whose driver doesn't know how stop signs work. How egregious was that? Not even close. And then they turn into the far left lane on a 3-lane road. I've been pretty good about scolding shitty drivers lately, but wow. Anyways, nice cars in the Park Hyatt. To be expected. Gaby says you go, they need reminded. Thank you, Gaby. And we have made it. It is 6 p.m. Ken is scheduled to stream now, but I'm gonna go head over to the starting point of my next video. But we'll take a look at the ROM. Royal Ontario Museum. And a look into Yorkville, as my iPhone tells me there's Wi-Fi around here. No. No silly iPhone, I will stick to my data. So we're just gonna walk west here along Bloor Street through the Annex neighborhood. Oh, looks like there's a detour on these bike lanes. Chris Back says, hi Johnny, thank you for your videos. Thank you. Happy Go Lucky One says, is your next video going to be live? I have gone live from the city of Toronto once in the last month and like a week. So probably not, if I'm being honest. Japan says 234 likes, 385 watching. Thanks, guys. Hit that big old thumb and subscribe, hit the bell, yada, yada, yada. It's going to be all Toronto content for at least the next few weeks. I don't have any plans to leave the city until then. I've got to get the move-in e-bike fixed. They just opened up a new store down on College. So I got to take the bike into there, get the back tire fixed.
Love to hear the answer.
and then we'll be back and rolling on there. And another look east along Bloor. Harjot did a premiere video today. Harjot, I'm gonna have to check out your channel, Harjot. I was not aware you were making content. Harjot's a longtime viewer. So there is a big crowd of people in front of St. George right there. So we will see if there's another big crowd of people when I get to the other side of the station. I wonder if there's some kind of delay, or if the subway's not running. Vivian Johnson says thumbs up for our wet Johnny. Thank you, Vivian. It's good to be back out and at it again and seeing everyone in the chat. I was going to look at a view of the skyline from here, but I realized it's mostly blocked by these trees. Oops. Oh well. Here's St. George Street. Tom Bike says there's an issue, but it was resolved. Good to know. Let's see. Yeah, no crowd outside the station on this end. That's good to see. And that's the University of Toronto. To the southbound St. George there. Jelly Bean, $10. Thanks for streaming in the rain. Jelly Bean, you're very welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your support and for watching. Thank you again, Jelly Bean. All right, we are getting towards Spadina. This is Huron Street. Tom Bikes kind of appears to be delaying the start of the stream. Well, I think he'll probably be firing it up in a few minutes here, as we are almost at our destination, and as suggested by Mr. Hippo, where I'm going to record my next video from. Which should be on the channel for tomorrow morning. Hey, Yogi. Our super mod from the UK. One of a few. Hope you're doing well. I hope Pippin is doing well. Yogi's been putting out some videos. And I'm going to have to take a peek at Brad Palmer's channel as well. I am so out of the loop on everything. All I wanted to do was watch Succession and get caught up. And I've had the last week and a half to do it, and I haven't. And I want to watch Dead Ringers on Amazon. I haven't started it. And there's a few K-dramas I want to watch, actually, believe it or not. Oh well, we'll get moving on everything at some point. But we are at Spadina. I'm not going to go into the Spadina debate, although if you're going to play that card, this would be Spadina, the road card. But that's about it, folks. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank our mods for doing their amazing work. Channel members, Patreon supporters, just everyone who watched. Do me a favor and like or dislike, whichever one you think. And subscribe or unsubscribe. You have free will. And huge thanks to everyone who sent support during the stream. Like, holy shit, Samuel dropping not one, but two huge supers, and everyone else. I don't know when I'm streaming next, but I wanted to get this one in. Again, there will most likely be no Friday night stream. I might do a Saturday night one though. We'll see. We'll see. Everything's up in the air. But I've got another long walk to go on. So we're gonna let this stream actually roll to the 90-minute mark, which is about 20 seconds away. Huge thanks, everyone. I've got a thing about 90-minute streams. And I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.